You came here to present your budget. You presented your budget saying you are not going to introduce new taxes, new levies. Then you turn around, you say you are repealing e-levy. You are all over the place. Now you are bringing back e-levy. That's what you are doing. What are you? This is the e-levy. You have introduced e-levy.
Honorable members, we are honorable members. We must behave as such.
Where the Afenyo-Markin the kind of what? Mumma Yentia Dumsor Levy no Afenyo-Markins afire.
Promise made by the Honorable Minister of Energy is something that all of us should embrace. Colleagues, we may talk politics, but the energy crisis, if it starts, it will bite all of us. And in fact, if we don't deal with it now.
Hey, who now can't say e-levy, D-levy, e-levy, Yahobateri, 2 billion and now no more 5.7 billion. Yahobateri.
Their position was government was saying they don't have fiscal space, which I don't believe, because just yesterday they introduced the devil levy to collect about 5.7 billion. Is that
which one is the devil levy?
Hey, Ayagwa, who read the devil levy? It's a minority leader. Afenyo-Markins. Was he Kwanda Hoyenjo? Was he a say the politics, the first or the politics? So Ayagwa then I'll go to politics.
Don't look at my past sins. Mr. Speaker, if you look at the sins of the lawyers at the bar, you refuse all their bail applications. Mr. Speaker, lawyers are like that. When they are holding the stronger part of the stick, you know the way they behave. But when the application is very lean and they come on bended knees, you don't look at their past sins. You, Mr. Speaker, forgive me of my past sins.
When you well done, you see one time. Or no one can but the one yan can you. Afenyo Alexander Afenyo-Markin, minority leader, Edma MP Parliament. Papa no, ye introduce the Energy Sector Amendment Bill, our Parliament. The man who stood up and fought for the MPP side in Parliament. And again, to his words, or say he was fighting for Ghanaians because no single individual in Ghana here actually prefer to pay tax, which is normal. And he also come now, Olebu tax na ye dey ban say the same as e-levy, energy electronico ina e-levy. Now, any one guy say they be e-levy no introduce or some more, and one ye beka.
Your e-levy is going to impose a huge burden that will cost the Ghanaian taxpayer in excess of 5.7 billion cedis. A lot of money. Hey. The e-levy that you repealed was less than 2 billion. The e-levy that you repealed was less than 2 billion. The e-levy that you are imposing now is 5.7 billion plus.
You introduce electronic bill, no? What can I say? E-levy. Yes, I be seen there. E-levy. Now, what is Fredino? It is e-levy.
When the minority leader keeps talking about e-levy and they are watching, they may get confused. To save my nephews, let the minority leader just know that there's no semblance of e-levy in this house today. Actually, I want to suggest that perhaps he's been given the wrong bill. Because there's no e-levy in this house. Energy sector levies. No, energy sector levies is not e-levy. How can you say it is e-levy?
Kwame, we are all Saturday bonds. But yours is just too much. Mr. Speaker, when the Akufo-Addo government introduced the electronic transactions levy, You never referred to it as electronic transactions levy. Was there anything like e-levy in the law? Was the law setting e-levy? You see, you are now crying.
Now, I say, Aden, and we are brosa. And the e-levy na ye 2 billion, and a sika ye free Ghana for. Money D-levy, Dumsor Levy, Energy Sector Levy, money by Ghana for 5.7 billion. Ah, Jesus Christ. Mon kana kore. We dey nye. Mo ya bro, mo ba say Ghana. Mo ba be ha Ghana. Na when you can say the come mom here no kro because once in there per liter hey be rough. And now you that's already ya Afenyo-Markin our parliament. Wa check nice fugu. Na hwe ane no I say you na wura sunsumu wi ase. Ti traditionally what dwene Ghana ho ne. O say Ghana for ni na no ono na kan Bobwa. O say your fe oye kan na your politics. And the other policy need the tone chain na fe wa sha kwatade ahemfo atade dia. Obeka che Ghana for say mu na ye support ni ntwa. MPP for mu kasa ye de be na munyai. Muntwaso. Muntwaso osremo. Muntwaso. Na ye ni na ye mo ni ntwa because say ye de na Dumsor Levy ana den levy edoso dodo na den ye be ha Ghana. But at the end of the day, your power base, you be cut your power. Say Dumsor no be more, be west. Companies be good. A man for be that you, a man for Barry and you because light in you determine be you. And then you would them no can to war. And yet, a dog was a missionary, was a cowgirl with your man of pam. And then you one and a mabel. Mo babe whoop. Omo ankwala heat. Eba be ku omo ba be ku omo pandi osre. We dey ono Afenyo-Markin ne kan yobwa. Mo mentwa. Aha, mo ma yentwa Dumsor Levy no. Afenyo-Markin afaya.
You are using the levy to address the Dumsor problem because of the challenge we have there. So, Mr. Speaker, I shall conclude by saying that this promise made by the Honorable Minister of Energy is something that all of us should embrace. Colleagues, we may talk politics, but the energy crisis, if it starts, it will bite all of us. And in fact, if we don't deal with it now, it would affect the economy in general. So I believe that the minister must be encouraged to walk the talk. All of us should get on board so that the situation doesn't get out of hand to necessitate another levy being introduced. Mr. Speaker, that is all I have on this rising. Thank you so much.
Afenyo-Markin is a fire there. Then they say you're more firing. Man for fire. Man for hey, who now can't me enjoy? E-levy, D-levy, E-levy. You how better ye? 2 billion and more dear. No more than 5.7 billion. You how better ye? Unde was the enjoy. Where you naked truth on old Boga Trends, making sure say over subscribe, over like it, share ammonia and you but before that, there are comments on the comment section. I say U10 about the animal. See one time, see caref. Afenyo-Markin aye U10 on one case in my entria. Say o see entria. Now, okaza we na me gas any some minority leader in parliament. And they can ready any automatically. The MPP executives and every single MPP ni biano obia bejetu because kai say proud to announce the bill no pay Dr. Mahama Dumsor kwaje microphone and say hey Ghana for almost e-levy nti o matwam meboa but then so o makofa Dumsor Levy aba meboa eye papa meboa na Bernard Anyagba papa no hey ya papa na fire o say NDC for ye nyatwom omo ye wagadere omo ye watalu for tese scan da wo me fa dia for wanim na omo ye maka cho say da bi ehom na fire o say nursing for nsensem ye ko na wie ye NDC for say esika semunye nti anfa say ye budget mu o say Dumsor Levy ya mode bai eye the devil levy Bernard Richard Ayagba o say eye devil levy tese bonsam levy nie bonsam ankasa levy ni na we no mo de betu ya so age 5.7 billion e kwa akọbọ mo kro no adi na wo ya ga che Ghana for say uni sika wo uni dan sika na Afenyo-Markin kan na ayagba na wo hefa o MPP communication director national MPP communication director ni deputy na ye osu be mpa on so fire chairman yi first ba obi ahụ onu so fire but one support Afenyo-Markin system no Afenyo-Markin is say yen support ayagba say lie ayagba ekasani.
Their position was government was saying they don't have fiscal space, which I don't believe, because just yesterday they introduced the devil levy to collect about 5.7 billion. Is that
which one is the devil levy?
They found it because they needed it to reward in of ECG, which the finance minister said he will not do. He will not do. What happened to making ECG increase its collections? What happened to that? Then suddenly they introduced this devil levy to collect 5.7 billion to reward ECG's inefficiencies, incompetence. They collect that.
Papa no na nani abresa no. Waye word pa nani. We had the way ne home ekrete. Just asam yenya no nka ni na. Ayagba. Who for the devil levy? It's a minority leader. Afenyo-Markin. Was it Kwanda ho yempie o. Osi yenyan say the politics the first one the politics. So ayagba da na oguso o ye politics. Na dey say ba omiemu no mo the politics. Ba Afenyo-Markin so pa dey o je correct. That say o ma bi bi na arrest. Because ko upon ebe kan bi. Osi say NDC for lebu omo de no say omo de no na ye evil a ene omo Dumsor Levy a devil. Ne ayagwa so say a devil levy. That's one of the same templates and we follow. But Omia say e-levy Ghana for and the Dumsor Levy they say betrayal and only a host of other MPP communicators. Ni na kasa fa ho bi. Eba ne say na Afenyo-Markin na also kasa fa ho bi. Now you against it. What try U10? Assign and say one san ko amomu ni na nyantum say ye na insist script o no ko go script. They say, oh, person will appear gentle and nice. Now, my main security venture. Identity and Afenyo-Markin all of a sudden was say Levy no, Dumsor Levy no, Ghana for yenya did the name here. The first name politics. Ye nem say na ya listen among for bebree the Attorney General, the Office of the Special Prosecutor, UOKO, NIB, FIC. Omo te MPP for no do na omo te bebre na NSS there by you say 540 million Ghana cedis national signal break ana adubu ahen eda no also be 49 million Ghana cedis na national cathedral there the 2 million $58 million na yes ECG ko kro no e course wo hono no. Say you be sure revealing all those informations are. Come on say national cathedral na motia na muyem na mobuafu muntimi ne di na mbofo no mo no. Eno kra ye. Eno kra ye osoro abofo e wo kro no bonum. Yes dream pa koso ECG aside Sa Energy Sector Levy no. Approved for $5 billion US. Jesus Christ. Are we okay? Ghana na ya wono. Yes, any sector na ene carbon timinu mienu. Ye di 1 cedi per fuel a liter of fuel no. Kana the previous government omaburo edi egu won over 3.54 billion. Over $4 billion oh. When you see this dollars. Into almost we say 1 cedi grand and before your calculation say 5.7 billion yes annually every year. Ghana bansa beka e dey born ho bra any sector no say enko bibia entimi twa ka no mpo nti no e dey be operational cost entimi twa ye ka no na me mo ati asese na ECG on board chairman at some point na Alexander Afenyo-Markin o ka say container na ira no e kopie mu Cape Coast e we ne ba e ko hu bi o say incomplete building bi a say na e belong to Afenyo-Markin. Ebi ye copy ebi so ana say na po enua efie. Na saa time no Afenyo-Markin se ka say Parliament mo yanka asem ni yo we no munya se da bia mo ni kire government appointees for no so na mo nko technocrat for no omo cheche office for no omo dwirim pa omo bo no omo bo dwirim tu na we na me busa mo se na Afenyo no na wo ye bocha ndi wo nti man kasa fa ho wo man sa dwirim na and stop it we man na nyai wo man na to aso abesi na ka kire parliament for say omo mo ni nko enti sa din yo U10 Afenyo-Markin say make you know revelation ni say papa no osuro Baako Suro bema bafie Baako esuro onim say Dominic ayi na ni abre John Dramani Mahama ni abre the NDC government with their aura operation recover all loot omoni abre yokofo eni abre enti sa na say ye chi amanfo yampene no nanka ye frustration omo di frustrate security personnel na nka omujai Baako de ne akari na omujai omu ina enti deda na oye na otna form also amanfo say no mo so nyom we will rise, we will win then and fight for Ghana no sadi na no omo say onimde womu omo say onimde womu omo say papa Leader Alexander Afenyo-Markin enyema na bon we ECG aye corruption no na duane apro ka ho bi omo say Alexander Afenyo-Markin na duane apro e ka ho awo ECG wa say corruption ni e bon nti papa no e sha say protecting the interest anya okasa saa the NDC people in parliament will have some sympathy and empathy for him nti edu say ye ba be che ono a ye betima ye kataso mo muaso kakra na je nadu na Ghana for say menfa yi oboga trend so any naked truth so enfan kanche attorney general o say attorney general yesusu yenim ye wiewie mu awurawuramu say Afenyo-Markin ne ho bon o ECG nsensem yenim say uye NSS na national service scheme na oko national cathedral after national cathedral yenim say obeba ECG who be do ECG ne yete say Afenyo-Markin di nim say kukuro ye no benya asem ye ne wo benya asem ene sikana wafani na no onfa mrew ne fato ene ne yante ne dia ye okay ba pa nyampa pa yenim say nya de sika wo de baba sika omadi bia bemadi aduru no enti won fani na ma no eduru ha emrani nini wey Ghana for ne naked truth o de man no social media no so se me fa metena naked truth so enka enfa oboga trend so nkire Ghana for ni na se Afenyo-Markin see one time U10 na waye no se Dumsor Levy ayagwa che ayagwa ka kire ye se ayagwa ka kire ye se devil Levy no the minority leader in parliament say yenkonkotua yenya politisem no ba omiaka bi say enye basil Afenyo-Markin say yenyai nyenkotua Afenyo-Markin na ka say enye ene o say yenkonkotua kojo bonkroma e ka say enye devil Levy Afenyo-Markin say yenkotua de wahu de watie de onim say eba no sunti ana babo U10 sa no we ni Ghana for nsem moka wo na woni social media no so bi at that time no for comment to comment section I say DNT na ufi say ama Afenyo-Markin after U10 say Dumsor Levy yenkonkotua eye easy there aye the next step or ani ba be take ne ho na bo mu bi as someone who have been the leader of that institution enunti na okasa asem no ana say enunti subscribe like share for more onuanya bi but before that comment no ehun hia me pa Maximilian on Naked Truth where my life oboga trends my crowd bye bye.